Hello and welcome to the Nexus. Today we are doing issue 28 of pack 8. We're going to be sticking in a lot of electrical wires, as you can see here, and the gearbox. So we're also going to need our engine housing as well. So let's get going. Okay, so these are all the pieces that we have. We have a bag full of EM screws and BP screws. We've got the gearbox here. And we've got all these sort of pipes, which we're going to be also fitting today. So, first thing we're going to do is the gearbox. So we've got to grab the gearbox oil sump, which is here. And that bracket there. So this bracket is going to go on like that. That's it, like that. And we're going to secure that in with BP screws, so I'm going to do that now. Okay, so we've done that. So that's what it should look like. So as you can see, it has like a shallower end to a thicker end, and that's the way it's got to go around. Next we're going to grab this side. So we have two sides of the gearbox, left and right. We're going to grab the left side, the big L on it. We're going to put that in like so, and we're going to use EM screws to secure that in place. So that will sit in just like that. There we go. Just as it bites, you want to stop screwing, because you could, as I keep saying, you can over screw these, and I've done it a few times. So even though I give out advice, I don't tend to take it. So, okay, that's in place. We're going to grab the back part section here. That is going to sit in like this. But before we do that, we're going to bring over our engine, and obviously this is going to sit in just like that. So we're going to use EM screws just in there to secure that in. So I'm going to do that now. Okay, so that's like that. We're then going to grab our this sort of claw section back here, which is the drive shaft. We're going to stick that just like that, and obviously we're going to use EM screws to secure that in place. Okay, so there we go. We have secured that in place. So the gearbox is now on, and the engine should look like this. But in a minute we're going to put all these pipes on it and stuff like that to really make it pop. And then I believe we're going to, it's near enough done. It's ready to go into the car. So before we do all that, there's a few things we've got to do here. So firstly we've got to put these together. Now this just clicks together apparently, like so. So this is our fuel pump. Then we're going to take the 28M wires. Now there are two of these. So as you can see here, these are all different lengths, but these two here are the same. The 28M ones are the smaller ones here. So we're going to grab this one, and we're just going to push it onto here. If I can, like so, like that, and we've got this other one as well, so they're the same size. This one's going to go on top like that, so that's what that should look like. And then I believe we're going to be attaching it to the car, so I'm just going to flip the book over, and everything's dropping out the way. Okay, so we're going to flip the engine round. I wonder what that rattling was. It's the drive shaft bit at the end here. Apparently it's supposed to do that. So okay, so we're going to spin this round upside down like so. That's it. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab another wire, which is the longer one out of the two that of the same size. I'm going to flip this over, and we're going to fit one end to the long one in here, and then this one is going to fit on this first peg just here. Oops, sorry, just on this first peg here. Now there is a technique to make these holes bigger, and that is you get a some tweezers like this with the really sharp point on the end, and we're going to shove it into the hole like that. And it just stretches it, as you can see. Can you see that? Just stretches the end. You only need to put it in there for like, well, you only need to put it in there for seconds, and then it should go on. There we go. So it goes off first wire in. Next one, we have these ports here. So this one that comes out here is going to go into the first of this row. So the first one just here. Just like that. And this bottom one is going to go into this peg on the side of the engine here. So that one's just come off. So it's going to be one of those fiddly ones, I think. So and this one into the first. I don't know if I can get a better view on that, into this first one. There we go. So that is where it should be. It sort of, it seems like it's all like it should sort of just float like that. It's very strange. Okay, so let's see what next one we need. The next wire we need is 28L. So these are the wires that we have left. And 28L is the longer out of the smaller wires, and that is going on this end peg here. Like that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to feed it through this gap here. See that gap? I'm going to feed it through that gap like so. So it pokes out the other side, and we're going to leave it. Next we need the thicker wire. So this wire here, and this one here, the bigger pipe, is going to go onto the end of here. So there is quite, there we go, it's moving about a bit. It's going to start getting more fragile now, I think. There we go, like so. That one also gets left. Next wire we need is 28I. So let me try and find out which one is 28I. Okay, our next wire, which is the 28I, which is our longest one that we had left. So it's going to sit on this side here, and then it's going to run round and fit on to there. So I'm going to grab this wire, and we're going to sort of feed it through these other ones if we can. I'm just going to come up and feed on. the end like that. So that's going to sit on just like that. So yeah, there is wires absolutely everywhere. Of course there is. Next we're going to have our next wire, which is 28N. I'm just trying to see where 28N is. Okay, so 28N is our smallest wire. And that is going to sit... okay, so that wire, this one here, is going to plug into this side section. If we can. No, it's not going to have it, so I'm going to have to stretch it. Okay, so it's going to go from there onto the top of this one here. So from there to there. So I'm going to do that now. Okay, so I'm going to put on another light just to give us a bit extra lightage here, just to show you everything. So we've got the pipe coming out of here into here. We have this middle one free. All the wires are going around now. We're just going to do the last one. So we have 28H and 28J. So we're going to take 28H, and this one is our last one for this issue, and we're going to poke it a hole like that. So we're just going to stick it on like that for a second, and this is going to go at the bottom of the compressor here. So we're going to try and stick it in there, that little tab just there. So, like so. Then what we're going to do is we're going to feed this wire under here. Like so. Like so. So that is going to come through like that. Yeah. So we should have this pipe here. We've got this pipe just so we've got this pipe here hanging, and this pipe here, and we've also got this center one as well. I keep forgetting in the camera. It's just there, the center one. Can you see that? It's all just, my advice would be to just take your time with this issue. Now we do have some EM screws left over, so they need to be put aside because I think we're going to be using them next time. We also got an extra wire as well that needs to be kept as well. But at the end of issue 28, that is where we are at. So all the wires are now put onto the engine. So all there is to do now is to put this into the engine bay itself, which I think we're doing in the next issue. But anyway, thank you for watching. As always, you can get your own Knight Rider at the scan the QR code, or you can click the link in the bottom of the video. And as always, I've been Kev. Thanks for watching. I'm going to see you in the next video. Take it easy.